Selectmen meeting to order for Monday, January 9th, 2023. We have learned that for some reason we are back on the free version of Zoom, so we have 40 minutes. We'll get through as much as we can. If we need to start another meeting again, we will. On the agenda is, give me 1 second. That is a dog in the background. I apologize, with a dog toy. So if you hear the squeaking, I apologize. Call to order, Pledge of Allegiance, visitors' comments, minutes from October 3, 4, 10, November 7. Can everyone please mute themselves? Okay. Minutes of October 3, 4, 10, November 7, November 9, November 21, December 19th. Old business, Board of Health IMA contract being canceled by Lester. New business, appointment of the treasurer collector Jessica Crawford, Nicholas Patos for conservation. Additions to the census, executing an easement for the pump station. Other new business, CMRPC alternate appointment Meg Height. Discussion and or vote ARPA funding, committee reports, town administrator reports, signatures and approvals, Selectmen roundtable, and adjournment. So would you please all join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance? There is a flag behind Nicole. I pledge allegiance
to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Do we have any visitor comments from relative to something that is not on the agenda?
I have one comment.
You need to be recognized by the chair.
Okay.
Go ahead, Judy.
Thank you. It's very, very short. I'm just going to read it, okay? I would like to ask the Board of Selectmen to agree to turn down any additional proposals for racetracks or gaming in Hardwick villages. The vote of the town was very clear. We had a 60% turnout, one of the highest turnouts in town history, with nearly 73% voting no. And while actual wording of the vote mentions Great Meadowbrook, this is a powerful mandate from the community on gambling, racing, and sports betting, and the people have spoken. A great deal of money was spent on this election, and it upended many lives, ruined Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Hanukkah, and all those normally joyful celebrations. Commonwealth racing disrupted the fabric of this community, and many people and businesses have been hurt, and many relationships may never heal. I respectfully request the Board of Selectmen to vote on a resolution to turn down any additional proposals involving horse racing, gambling, or sports betting, and would like the Board of Selectmen to send a letter to the Planning Board asking them to develop the bylaws prohibiting these organizations and activities from this valuable farming community. We're agricultural community. We're best served by working together toward developing a powerful agritourism industry versus supporting activities such as gambling that bring no benefit except to those that are holding the licenses. And that's just the end of my statement. Thank you.
We will take it under advisement, Judy, and we will talk about it at a subsequent meeting.
Thank you.
I do know that the Planning Board is doing bylaw reviews, so certainly that will be coming up. I mean, we certainly can't tell we cannot tell the Planning Board how to act. That's their ability to. We certainly can weigh in our opinion, but really the Planning Board needs to initiate that decision. We certainly will have conversations with them. I will entertain any other visitor comments other than relative to the horse racing track, which we've just been through, and anything else that's on the agenda. We have 40 minutes, folks. We have a lot of agenda items to get through.
It's Ann Barnes. I'd like an update on those two buildings on Church Street in Gilbertville. They're perhaps number 16 and 18. They've been derelict for a long time. You've addressed the issue before. Where are we now?
Nicole, do we have an answer for Ann, or is that something we can follow up on?
I can follow up. I know what the process is for us to be able to. They've both been condemned, so to be able to remove them is a process that typically your building inspector has to initiate. We don't really have a building inspector, so we'll have to figure that out. But I did learn the initial process on what to do. They sit on my desk. I have pictures of them, and I have the property card, so I am working on that. That is definitely something that we want to look at in the near future. It's a hazard, and I think that we really need to put that on the front burner. So I don't have all of the answers now, but I'm learning about how the process works when you don't own a property, but it's condemned.
Okay,
I'll have to get back to you, Ann.
Can we put that on our next meeting agenda to just give an update of where we are with that?
Mm-hmm.
Any other visitor comments not related to the horse track or anything on the agenda? I can't see all participants, so Nicole, can you check and see? Can you just raise your hand? I can't see everybody on the screen because I can't see the agenda otherwise.
Yep, I don't have any. Nobody's raising their hand.
Okay. So I believe Kelly did go through and send edits on the minutes. I think in the interest of time, Kelly and Rob, are you okay with making sure that Nicole has any of the edits so Angie can go back and edit all of the minutes and we can vote on these minutes and up-to-date minutes at our next meeting?
Yes, I would have her double check her work once she revises them as well and proofread them before she submits them again. That'd be great.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with waiting.
Okay, so let's get that on our next agenda as well. Under old business, we have the Board of Health IMA contract being canceled by Lester. We all have a copy of the document from, let me just get there. We have an email from Francis Daigle, dated December 19th. And we also have a letter from the Leicester Regional Public Health Coalition addressed to Nicole and to Stan, addressed to Nicole, the select board, and Stan to select Hardwick Select Board and Town Administrator Parker. I'm writing to notify you that the Leicester Public Health Coalition wishes to exercise Section 10 termination of our intermunicipal agreement for shared public health services. The services will terminate on January 31st. The coalition will work with Hardwick administration to assure that all files are secure, organized, and open work is properly transitioned without any disruption. On January 31st, we will provide the Hardwick Board of Health with all relevant files on a USB drive and will no longer have access to Maven or track communicable diseases for the town. In addition, we will remove all mention of Hardwick from our coalition website and request that the town of Hardwick do the same on their website. The chairperson for the Hardwick Board of Health should change in the future. We are more than willing to entertain a discussion for resuming the partnership for shared public health services. Sincerely, Francis Daigle, Regional Health Director, Leicester Regional Public Health Coalition. So Stan has received this letter. Have we heard from Stan on any of this, Nicole, in the Board of Health plan?
No.
Kelly and Rob, thoughts on this? I think we need to, for our next meeting, scheduled meeting, I think we should put Stan on the agenda in the Board of Health. Or Nicole, if maybe you and I can have a conversation with Stan and the board to figure out what their game plan is and whether, they're going to be able to, what the impact of the cancellation of this intermunicipal agreement is going to be. it's disappointing that we're losing out on all of this grant funding and that they're canceling. It doesn't sound like we can save this at this point. And I think in conversations with Stan, Stan and maybe other members of the board, I don't know if Stan's on and wants to speak, but I know that they sort of felt like their relationship wasn't working. So to them, this may not be, and again, I don't want to speak for them, but may not be a bad outcome. Disappointing, I think, for me, though, for sure, because we had the expertise and the ability to use their folks while our people were ramping up and learning the rules. And I don't know, Kelly, Rob, any thoughts on this?
I guess I mean, I would pretty much say the same thing, Julie, that it's unfortunate that this is what it's come to. And I would just be very curious or, eager to hear what their plan is for, starting February to make sure that we're covered,
I would agree with you guys. I'm mostly concerned about budgeting for next year because I believe last time we had to budget for Board of Health, it was about $15,000, and it's just an additional cost that this town can't really bear at this point. So it was nice to have this option. It cost us nothing. So it'd be interesting to see if the Board of Health can work something out and maybe change leadership or something. But I don't know. We'll see what they have to say, I guess.
So Nicole, can you reach out to Stan and see if either you and I can have a conversation with him or he can come to our next scheduled meeting?
Yes.
Thank you. Anything else on that topic? Okay, next item on the agenda is appointment of the treasurer collector, Jessica Crawford. Nicole, did you want to talk about the special legislation that's come
Sure.
through?
So we had special legislation go through to combine the treasurer collector position, and when that took effect at the end of last week, there's a section in here that says, upon the effective date of this act, the appointed offices of town treasurer and town collector of taxes shall be abolished, and the terms of the incumbent of such offices terminated. So it effectively just made Jessica's job go away and this one be created. So now she has to be reappointed as treasurer collector.
So the question has sort of come up on the term of how long we should be appointing her for. Does the board want to do this as an annual appointment? Do we want to do it as a 3-year appointment? Do we want to do it as a 5-year appointment?
I would say an annual appointment. Typically, we ask folks that are appointed to, request that annually.
Yeah, similar to like the assessors and some
Correct.
of the other positions. Does that sound good to you, Nicole?
Yeah. Yep.
So we will appoint Jessica as treasurer collector for the period of today through June 30th of 2023.
I would make a motion to appoint Jessica Crawford as the combined collector treasurer for a term ending June 30, 2023.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any other discussion? I guess I would just say that it's already been budgeted. So it's, the position is with the same existing salary that it's already been budgeted for. So perhaps we want to include that in the motion. Do we want to make a revision of the motion to include that wording?
Sure. I'll make a motion to appoint Jessica Crawford as the combined treasurer collector as budgeted for this fiscal year, term ending June 30th, 2023.
Second that.
All right, it's been moved and seconded. Any other discussion on that? Hearing none, since we're on Zoom, we need to call the roll. Rob, you're first on my screen, so I'll do you first. Rob Ruggles,
Yes.
Kelly Kemp,
Yes.
and Julie Quink is a yes. So the motion carries. I will text Ryan. Ryan needed the term for her appointment paperwork for tomorrow, so I will let him know it's for the period ending June 30th, 2023. We also have an appointment for Nicholas Patos for the Conservation Commission. We have a letter in our packet from William Zinni saying that the Hardwick Conservation Commission on December 21st voted unanimously to endorse the application of Nick Patos to fill a vacancy on the commission. He's previously served on the commission, was a valued member of the team. His continued contributions to the work of the commission will be greatly welcomed. We respectfully request that he be reappointed to the Conservation Commission. Nicole, is this for a term to end on June 30, 2023?
Well, that's a good question. I'm not. Let me just jump in here if you don't mind really quick. Yes, it is. Actually, there's two vacancies. One is 2023, one is 2025.
Do we know which one Nick is?
No, they're both the same. They're just regular commission members.
Right, but we have to give either the 2023 or the 2025 spot. Do we know which one they want him appointed for?
It doesn't say. I don't know.
Is anyone from the Conservation Commission on the Zoom?
Do you want me to call Bill? Do you want to move on and I can just call him?
Yeah, that would be great. So we'll come
Okay.
back to this. Kelly, Rob, do you have any other questions on this?
Well, I just say we put them to the 2023, and then the elections will. I mean, I doubt anybody's going to run against them.
Okay.
Then
So
the election process will come into play here.
Okay, so I'm seeing we have 9 minutes and 45 seconds. So in the interest of time, I think that's a wise idea. So I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to appoint Nicholas Patos to the Conservation Commission, term ending June 30th, 2023.
Second that.
Moved and seconded. Any other discussion? Hearing none, I'll call a roll. Rob?
Yes.
Kelly?
Yes.
And Julie is yes. I'll also let Ryan know. Give me 1 second.
Did we lose Julie?
No, I'm here. I just lost the agenda, so just give me a second.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
Next item on the agenda is the additions to the census.
Ryan had just asked, the censuses are going out, if there was anything that you wanted to put in there. I can't think of anything, but I wanted to put it on there so you guys could, if there was something that you thought would go in with it.
I don't think so. I think the interesting, the thing that we would want to see is if there are any, open, which he puts on the census when he sends it out, any open positions that we'd like filled.
Yeah,
Or
our
that
committees
need
and
to be
boards.
filled. Yep. I don't think there's anything else.
Okay.
The next item on the agenda, Nicole, is the execution easement for the pump station. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
So we have we got an easement to put the pump station up Hardwick Road a little bit. Hardwick Road, I think it is. Yeah. So the East Quabbin Land Trust has eased us a small portion to put our pump station and the apparatus that goes along with it on there. And so it's come back from council. It's been signed by East Quabbin Land Trust, and now you all just need to sign it, and I can notarize it.
Robin, Kelly, any questions on that?
No, I reviewed it. It seems pretty standard to me. I'm fine with it.
It's fine to me.
I can stop down and sign it. If you leave everything, stuff for signatures in the mailbox, I can stop in the morning.
Do we need a motion for that?
I don't think it's a bad idea.
Yeah. I would make a motion to execute and accept the grant of easement from East Quabbin Land Trust to the town of Hardwick. I'm trying to see it doesn't have the a permanent easement in, on, or under a parcel of land being a portion of property and shown as easement 13,600 square feet on the plan land entitled Plan of Land in Hardwick, Mass, prepared by DPC Engineering, dated December 8th, 2022, prepared by Sherman and Frederick.
Second that.
Been moved by Kelly, seconded by Rob. Any other discussion? Hearing none, I'll call the roll. Rob?
Yes.
Kelly?
Yes.
And Julie is a yes. Motion carries. The next item on the agenda under other new business is the CMRPC alternate appointment from Meg. Do we have something in our packet on that, Nicole, or that was there a letter of interest that she sent over, or?
No, she didn't send the letter over. She got up and spoke at one of our meetings, and Eric Volheim, the planning board chairman, gave me the letter today that they signed, that's naming him as the planning board delegate and then recommending to the board that Meg Haight be reappointed, because I don't know, somehow it fell off of their appointment, but she was the alternate all along, but they don't have it on record now at CMRPC. So it's more of a reappointment because she's been filling the role, but CMRPC doesn't have that officially. So if you appoint her, then I will send this into CMRPC tomorrow.
So it's for a 1 year for fiscal 2023?
Right.
Okay. It sounds like this is just a housekeeping item.
Yeah. Do you want a motion, Julie?
Please.
I would make a motion to appoint Meg Haight as the alternate CMRPC representative for the town of Hardwick.
Second.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, I will call the roll. Rob?
Yes.
Kelly?
Yes.
And Julie is a yes. Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is discussion and or vote relative to ARPA funding.
I don't have anything.
Okay. We have committee reports in our packet. Have you, Kelly and Rob, had a chance to review them?
Yep.
We have one from
Yes.
the Hardwick, thank you, Hardwick Highway Department. We have one from the Hardwick Fire Department. We were emailed under separate cover by the Hardwick Police Department, their report. We have the Page Memorial Library report. And I think that's what I saw, Nicole. Were there others that I missed?
That's all.
Okay. So we do have we do have an item relative to the sewer. Do we want to take that up under signatures and approvals for discussion? Kelly
I
and
can
Rob?
always put it on your next agenda too, whatever you want.
I'm fine either way, Julie. Yeah.
I'd like to, I mean, if we can handle it tonight and we feel like it's, you know, you're comfortable with doing that under signatures and approvals, we can go ahead and do that for that. Okay. Under the special legislation, the other part of the special legislation that we have in our packet is the abolishing the Hardwick Sewer Commission and delegating the select board control. So we have the ability to do that now for our own meetings, as we are the responsible for the sewer in town now. So we could certainly do that under, I believe, under signatures and approvals. I don't think we're going to make the 40-minute mark. So Nicole, do you want to go through your report, and then maybe we can do another meeting? Can we do a meeting with the same ID? Can we restart it?
I don't think I can do the same exact meeting. I mean,
Okay.
unless somebody has a question for my report, I just put it up online.
Okay. Why don't Kelly and Rob, are you okay with that?
That's fine.
Okay. Signatures and approvals. What do we need to? So underneath the sewer, there's a bill for Eagle Hill that we need to approve and sign.
Do you want a motion, Julie?
Please.
I would make a motion that we approve the invoice for Eagle Hill based on their usage for the quarterly invoice.
Do we have the
Second.
amount? I don't have it up on my screen. Do we have it up
I
on?
don't have the amount.
It's $30,447.04.
Thank you.
So it was moved and seconded. Any other discussion? Hearing none, I will call the roll. Rob?
Yes.
Kelly?